Hello, I have been suspecting you. As you can see, I am a ninja, and this is my bat cave. But there are no bats here. I could also be the Batman. I was in the dumpster last night, looking for clues. I'm trying to hide my secret identity. You may think you know who I am, but I don't think you do. Hey guys, this video is going to be about raging in games, especially in League of Legends. We're going to look at why we rage, and we're going to look at ways to overcome the rage. Okay, so why do we rage? Well, there are some external factors. For instance, a person could be walking down the street, then an elephant jumps from a building, lands on the guy's foot. The guy wouldn't be having a very nice day. I wouldn't want no Jackie Chan elephant jump on my foot. Maybe the guy had a bad day at work, maybe his pet died, maybe his relative passed away or something. So they bring in all this excess baggage into the game, and now they're really sensitive to anything. Anything could trigger them off, and that's usually one of the ways that someone would rage. So now that we've talked about some of the reasons on why we rage, and there are so many reasons. Some people just angry people, some people just want to hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? So now moving on to how to get rid of the rage. How to address this rage. The first tip I can give on how to get rid of the rage is forgiveness. Now, forgiveness has a very strong tie with not getting angry, not raging. All of these tips, by the way, can be applied outside of the gaming world. It's not just for games, so just keep that in mind. So maybe you're a jungler doing your red buff, and then the AD carry accidentally gets the last hit on your red buff. Forgive him, it's just a mistake. More than likely he didn't try to steal that from you, unless his mission in life was to be a red buff stealer or something like that. Something crazy. Maybe your support walks into a bush trying to get you guys some vision, but then he face checks into a Zed or something and just dies. Forgive him for that. Maybe he hasn't been in that situation enough times. Maybe you guys were so strained of vision that he had to do that. He had to go face check. So just forgive him for that. If you forgive people, you won't get angry. So the next tip is giving people benefit of the doubt, which is closely related to forgiveness. If you have a Thresh on your team and he didn't throw you the lantern and he says it was on cooldown, you better believe him. Give him the benefit of the doubt. You have to believe that it was on cooldown and that's why he didn't throw it to you. Don't think that he's a noob. Don't think that he intentionally wanted you to die. Just give him the benefit of the doubt. Assume the best from your players, from everyone. Another example of giving someone the benefit of the doubt is you may have a disconnect from the game. One of your teammates is at the fountain. Now, it's easy to accuse that person of rage quitting or intentionally trying to ruin your team, but you better assume the best of him and you better give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he had something important to do. Maybe he had to get the door. He was expecting the plumber or God knows what. Maybe he has a child and the child got hurt. The child is crying. There are many reasons, but you've got to give them the benefit of the doubt, and that will help you not get angry. My third piece of advice on how to not rage is to remember that it's just a game. Whether you're winning or losing, if you win or you lose, it's not going to affect your life in a major way. Unless you're playing for $1 million and you're at the World Championships, which even that debatably isn't a big deal because it's just money. But yeah, just remember that it's just a game, so don't get so riled up about it. Don't lose your cool over it. It's something pretty insignificant. My fourth piece of advice is to remember those less fortunate. We are really lucky to be playing a game at all, to have the time to play a game. Some people are born into countries that are at war and they don't have electricity. They might not even have enough food for the day. There are some people that have it much worse than us, and here we are whinging, getting angry over a game, something so insignificant when you look at the bigger picture. So when you think of those less fortunate, it'll really help you to relax, and hopefully you won't get angry. Now sometimes you're going to have people that are going to purposely try to make you angry. They're going to insult you, they're going to stir you up. I would suggest muting them. Don't try to, just stick it out like a man, because what these guys are going to do is they're going to bait you into an argument. And when you argue, you've almost always lost the game right then and there, because in an argument, you're going to be so focused on that, you're going to be focusing on how to outwit this guy. And arguments don't end, they're just going to go on forever and ever. What you're doing is you're both distracting each other from winning the game. So a lot of games that I've been in, ranked games, have been lost that way as well. Two of my teammates will argue, and then one of them will be like, I don't want to help you get a ranked win, so you know what, I'm just going to AFK at the fountain. And that actually happens, and then we lost the whole game, not because anyone was a noob or anyone was a bad player. We lost the game just because these two guys were arguing. So I'd suggest just muting the person if you feel like they're insulting you or whatever, just straight up, and it'll save you a lot of grief and time, and hopefully the game. So the fifth and final piece of advice I have is to concentrate on yourself. On yourself, only yourself, baby. Now listen up, people. Maybe you're in the mid lane and you get ganked a lot, you die, you keep dying. Now what you want to do? You want to blame your jungler, but focus on what you could have did better. Maybe you pushed too far and now you're such an easy target to get ganked. Maybe you didn't ward and that's why you keep getting ganked. Don't blame your jungler, don't blame your support. Don't do that stuff. Nuh-uh. Every time you die, usually, there's something you could have did yourself that could have made you more safe. Maybe you've got to hug your turret and just get last hits under the turret. Yeah, if it's warding, things like that. Being more map aware, looking at your map. Maybe somebody walked past the ward to come and gank you and you just didn't look, and then you're going to start blaming the bot lane for not calling MIA or something like that. So focus on yourself, and that's going to help you not rage. So that is it. 1 + 1 is 2 sometimes, but maybe sometimes if 4 + 5 is you're like a caterpillar, and 1 + 2, and then 3 + 5. So guys, hopefully you've taken away something good from this. I'm in need of these reminders myself, so hopefully we can benefit from this. If you know you have a friend that might need to hear this, please share the information. Together, we can make the gaming community, especially the League of Legends community, more pleasant place, more fun place to be in. With your help and my ninja mask, we can definitely do this. We can go all the way. Together, we can be like a tree with like heaps of branches and stuff. And like from the branches, there comes like something is called like fruit. And then you have to remember that sand is originally made from water diluted with carbon dioxide. So, it's all starting to make sense now.